Hello, my friends. So, if today's date, June the 28th, is your birth date, this is a reading for you for this year. This is a four-card pull, a general energy card, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to keep in balance, and an outcome card. Where does this all lead? Well, the energy of this year for you is the maiden. And the maiden is that sense of the youthful parts of ourself, the feminine parts of ourself, the intuitive parts of ourselves, the wild natured and inquisitive and creative parts of ourselves. Um, it's all about, the heart and the intuition and the sensuality and emotions of the body, which is the maiden and mother of the crone, learning how to balance those desires, learning how to choose the right desires, learning how to then teach others about choosing the right desires for one to follow. So the maiden says you're going to have a lot of choices and a lot of chances to feel that excitement of youth, that naive openness, that passionate, lusty sensuality, that inquisitiveness and curiosity about what's out there. Also, those senses of maybe you're waiting for the night to come kiss you and waken you from your dream and carry you off, and maybe you're looking for your fairy tale ending of the prince, and you want to try some new things and dare some new adventures, and fall into your curiosity and your exquisite tastes of both shame and joy and love. They're the kind of the essence of the maiden. You don't learn by doing things the hard way or the quote wrong way. You don't learn how to grow into motherhood, into the next phase of your being, unless you take some chances and push against some edges of what others think you need to do and what you might think you need to do. So, what's your challenge this year? Well, your challenge is to I think allow the sunshine of yourself to blossom and come out and feel like you're allowed to be your true self. I think your challenge is forgetting that you're a sunflower and you need the sun and you need the light and you need the joy and you need the watering and you need the earth and the soil and the water and the air, and you need everything that is there that is ready to bless you, but you don't feel like you don't believe that it's blessing you, and you don't believe that you can step out of your own um, challenges, your own other people being in the way, your own self being in the way of following something that is really calling for you to be passionate about it and go for it, and treat yourself with love and treat others with love, and find that soul spark within you. So that's your challenge, is to find and remember that energy and allow that energy to be, and to uh, step out of the shadows, step into the light, and fulfill yourself, regardless of what others think. So that's a challenge. Sometimes we think we need to be, locked into some doctrine or some religion or some family situation that says no, we can't be anything but this. But that's the challenge, is to be something outside of those boxes that you place yourself in, because the sun shines on all those different boxes and all those different aspects, and the sun will shine on you regardless of whether you break tradition or not, or regardless of whether you fall apart from your emotional baggage or not, or whether you find that handsome prince and marry them looking for a fairy tale or not. The sun will always shine on you, but you got to recognize it and learn how to be welcoming and happy in it, but also find your voice in it. So what do you need to do to keep yourself in balance? Well, it's the wild boar, and the wild boar is about confrontation. It's about stamina. It's about courage. They fight. They stand up for themselves. They fight for their boundaries. They are. The courageous warriors and you are being called to be a courageous warrior and do what you feel is right and called for you to do. And maybe that is fighting against somebody who is really oppressive to you, and um, and you need to stand up for those boundaries. The other side of the wild boar is the boars are often about, the sense of hedonism and jumping into the puddles of pleasure and running through the woods and playing and laughing and you know I had a pig on my it was on my belly in a chakra meditation, and the pigs kept falling off into the mud, and it woke up and said it looked up and said, you need to laugh more, you need to have more fun, you need to have more adventure, you need to rely on yourself and push yourself into some places that might give you some challenge, but they're challenges you need to face. So this card is saying you need to face some challenges and you need to push yourself into some places where you're going to experience life in a fuller way. Pleasures and pains, but you need to just push yourself into them. You're the boar. You push yourself into those places that feel right, and you are courageous enough to stand up for them, and you go through wherever that takes you, and you come out the other end of it stronger and more wise. So, and that is the outcome card: stronger and more wise. Soul cards without any kind of instructions or definitions. Um, where does this all take you to? Well, it takes you to the wisest part of yourself, the ancient part of yourself, the ancestral part of yourself. On some level, you're going to connect with, I think, an ancestor. And maybe that's a grandparent or a grandfather or a grandmother. Depends on who's there to talk to you. Or maybe it's some other farther ancestor or some other farther spirit guide or some ancient philosophy that's still showing the way and showing the light, because you are a light shower, you are a way shower, you are one who's being taken to that great promise of teaching and healing and advising others in how to be balanced in their pursuit, but how to be rich in their life and rich in their experiences and rich in their allowance to go outside of the boxes and go over the edges and to play with life and learn your own lessons and not think that everything that's being told to you is the absolute truth and you have to follow some indoctrination that doesn't feel, or belief system that doesn't quite feel right to you. You are the way shower, and you can look at this and decide where you need to be and how you need to be in it. So blessed be for this amazingly powerful year. Step out of your, step into your curiosity, step out of your box. Blessed be.